spawning in the bottom right hand corner of Ruby Rock, we have the teal Terran player. We have the South Korean Terran representing Shopify. It is ByuN. And spawning in the top left hand corner, we have the orange Zerg player. We have the Polish Zerg. It is Elazer. Here we go. So chat, do you guys know if the cast of the Wardi Cup of this weekend is planned? I'm not entirely certain as to what you're referring to. Wardi has Monday casts, he doesn't have weekend casts, but I do know that he was organizing his WardiTV, the playoffs, like the 2025 end of year event. I think that was yesterday, right? I think that was I think that should have ended yesterday, over the weekend. I guess if you mean like, is there any Wardi event planned for this upcoming weekend? I don't think so. But again, he does host his Monday tournaments every Monday. It's in the name. If that's what you mean. But when it comes to his weekend event, I'm uncertain. Oh, 2-Rax Reaper. Okay. Meanwhile, we're looking in. So 2-Rax Reaper here by ByuN, opening up with his 2-Rax on low ground. Meanwhile, Elazer across the map going for what looks to be a delayed gas opener. Interesting. Going hatch pool gas instead. With this means earlier queens, earlier ling production, delayed ling speed, and delayed gas income here out of Elazer. Okay. So we'll see how Elazer does respond. Because of the delayed gases, that means that link speed is late, it means that banelings are late, and Elazer gaining map control away from these Reapers is going to be delayed. So I do prefer ByuN's position here. On the flip side of things, because of the earlier queen production, Elazer should be secure on 2 bases, but getting a third is going to be very difficult for Elazer. So he may just be contained on a 2-base setup. As the Reapers are rallying. I meant the 2025 championship thing. Oh, I see. I will say that for those events, they're exclusive to Wardi, so we don't cover those events. So events like the Wardi Summer Championship or the Wardi Korean Royale or the Wardi 2025 like end of year playoffs, those like specific special events that Wardi hosts, they're exclusive to Wardi. He does allow other languages to cast them. But when it comes to English broadcasts, Wardi has that kind of exclusivity, so we don't cover that. We cast the Mondays, these Monday tournaments, because they're open, right? They're open to all casters, they're open to all community members. These are the open cups. So there is a distinction between them. Meanwhile, the Reapers, they poke in, and so far the Reapers haven't really dealt too much damage, but if you remember something that we mentioned here, as he does force a cancellation on the Spore Crawler, but something we mentioned is that what he's doing here is enough, which is no third. No third base for Elazer. Remember, Elazer, he cannot expand, he's contained on 2 bases, he cannot break out, and just now trying to take a third base, but he should be denied. Oh, yeah, there we go. There's a denial, and again, Elazer just cannot expand. A big delay on the third base, and remember, a delay on ling speed as well because of the later gas. So very nice damage here by ByuN. Behind this, ByuN is expanding. ByuN is taking up into a 2-on-1 stim timing. So stim is on the way. Starport as well. Ooh, it's going to be, 3cc 2-on-1. So we're heading into the mid game. It's going to be a later stim timing. This usually hits at around 5:30. So until then, ByuN is just chilling back at home and enjoying the greater economic start. So ByuN so far looking to be in a good position. And we'll see if Elazer even goes for link speed. Do you see what I see? We have 100 gas. We have the gas, we have the money. He is skipping link speed. There's a higher chance that he may just go into roaches. Go into a faster lair, into a roach horn, into roach play. Otherwise, he could even go into a faster lair, into mutas. Oh, what's it gonna be? We have an E-red chamber hidden behind the mineral line. Again, like, where are we spending this gas? Oh, sorry, my apologies. Link speed was researched. Sorry, my apologies. Link speed was researched. We are banking that gas, but it looks like fast +1 carapace. This makes sense against a 2-on-1. Because this is going to be an early stim timing, oh, never mind. I was going to say you typically want +1 carapace to deal with the mass bio, but no, Elazer's going for +1 melee. Okay, interesting. If he's going +1 melee, and he's going for the lair, is he skipping banelings? Is he going... So A style that has been popularized in the European meta and the European players is Raynor. Raynor, he's been going for a Ling Infestor Ultra. It's very risky, it's very greedy, it's very difficult to get away with. I know that Cyril did play it against Clem at Stars Agora at Maestros of the game, and he had some mixed success with it against Clem. Raynor, he enjoys it himself. I've seen mixed success from Raynor as well, but that's kind of what this looks like here. Is okay, we do have a Baneling Nest on the way, so we're not skipping Banelings. Okay. My assumption here, especially with +1 melee, was that we might just skip Banelings entirely and just go Ling into Infestation Pits, but it is trying to go into Ling Bane. Getting there in a roundabout way. Marines, they start to step in. We're here at almost 6 minutes. Gets one queen already, and without Banelings, we can just stim and win. Yeah, I mean, we can I think this might just be game. As Lings, they are going to be trickling in here, but again, the Marines, they trade so efficiently. Without any Banelings, how do you defend? And the answer is you don't. You do not defend. Marines, they break through the front door, they break through the Lings, the Queens, they get into the mineral line, 10 drones go down, another Queen falls. And Elazer, he barely does survive, but he sustained a lot of damage here. Ay. +1 melee is about to finish up, but again, I don't know if that's the most useful of upgrades here. As that was insane damage. And ByuN is very comfortably ahead. ByuN, he's up in workers, he's up in economy, he's on his 3 bases, he's building up his bio tank. Now, what has ByuN seen? He hasn't confirmed. No, sorry, he did confirm the Baneling Nest. Okay, he knows. He's aware it's going to be Ling Bane. We have +2 melee? Elazer. What's going on? So for those who are a little bit unaware as to the dynamic of Bio versus Ling Bane Muta, or Ling Bane, traditionally in StarCraft and traditionally amongst the pro players, the reason why you often see a rush into +1 carapace and +2 carapace is because of the importance of your army even surviving to connect with the bio forces of the Terran. What I mean by that is the carapace upgrades, the defense upgrades do help your Banelings actually make it to the Marines themselves, otherwise they'll be focused down ahead of time, especially at this level of play where target firing is very common. So without the armor upgrades, it is easier to kill Banelings before they reach the army. That's often why you want those melee upgrades more often than the attack upgrades. Well, the defense upgrades more often than the carapace upgrades, more often than the attack upgrades. So it's an interesting choice here from Elazer. It is interesting. It helps the Lings more than the Banelings, as the Banelings already do critical damage once they connect. And so far, nice target firing on the Banelings. Kites back here against the Ling Bane. Yeah, there's the target firing and the and the Banelings are not connecting, and they shouldn't connect here. As ByuN does keep his main army back at home. Snipes expansion. Oh, once again, nice target firing on the Banelings. 2 Banelings to survive. And so far, no single one has connected. Not saying that necessarily the upgrades would have helped any kind of connections there, but it's a rough position for Elazer. It's just a more unique approach here from our Zerg player, which I find interesting. And again, I feel like it benefits the Lings more than the Banelings, but GG. Sorry, GG gets called. ByuN snowballs out of control, and ByuN, he will take game number 1. GG. GG, well played. Just a very rough start there for Elazer, winding up back when it came to the builds. Remember, Elazer had a very late 3rd base because ByuN went 2-Rax Reaper and Elazer went for a late gas. Remember, he went for a late gas, guys, or he went into a late gas. He went hatch into pool into gas. So his link speed was delayed even longer than usual, and without link speed he could not actually retain a 3rd base, so it was contained on 2 bases for that much longer. Then we saw ByuN go for his 2-on-1, his 3cc 2-on-1, which did hit around 540, 550, and we saw that alas, Elazer wasn't ready for it. Elazer, his upgrade wasn't done. He had some Ling Queen but not enough, and that initial stim timing did pretty much end the game. I want to say, was it 12 drones? It was like 12 to 14 drone kills. It was insane damage, plus 3 queens and all the Zerglings as well. So ByuN, he was able to deal critical damage early on, and then after that it was just kind of a formality for ByuN to just move out and to break Elazer. GG. GG all played. Again, a really chaotic early game here, and we'll see if our players can slow things down. We'll see what map we load into as well. Remember, Ruby Rock does favor aggression, so ByuN being hyper aggressive and being in Elazer's face makes sense on Ruby Rock. No shot we load into Tourmaline. We'll see. Where's map 2? Mothership. Okay. I can get behind it. Thought he already got link speed. Yeah, he got link speed. That was my mistake. I was curious to see what his gas was going to be spent afterwards. Chose melee, which was an interesting choice. But here we go. And spawning in the top left-hand corner of Mothership, we have the Teal Terran player, the Teal Terran himself. We have representing Shopify Rebellion. It is ByuN. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the red Zerg player, the Polish Zerg. It is Elazer. All good, Super 4 stack, all good. Hola, guía. Bienvenidos. Guía. As we are going to be going for our initial hatch first. Welcome to Mothership. Mothership is a much larger map of the map pool, much larger map, a longer rush distance by ground, obviously 3 different spawn locations as well. So the aggressive nature that ByuN went for, the aggressive build that he went for last game, should be weaker on Mothership. He's still going for the 2-Rax opener though, so 2-Rax Reaper. Still going for the same opener, still going for his Reapers. Meanwhile, Elazer, once again, do you see what I see? Late gas. Late gas geyser. He's going hatch pool into late gas. So just like last game, Elazer will have late link speed, he'll have late tech. The advantage is faster queens, but because of how this dynamic works without link speed, it's going to be difficult to actually establish a third base. It is going to be difficult here. So the Reapers are on the way. And again, ByuN, his goal here should just be to trade, be annoying, and to contain Elazer on 2 bases for as long as possible. To contain. First things first, of course, ByuN has to find Elazer, and you can see the rally here is bottom right. So rallying over to bottom right. Elazer also checking that location first as well. Confirms that ByuN is nowhere to be found. As ByuN actually does re-rally his Reaper towards the top side. And he is following. And ByuN, he will find him. Finds the Overlord, finds the Creep, finds the Zerg, and again is looking to contain, may even find a drone. Yeah, heads into the natural. No links? No Zerglings, and you can see that he's skipping link speed. This is what I assumed that Elazer would do last game. He's just, because gas income is so delayed, we're just skipping link speed entirely and just rushing into roaches. The downside, 0 Zerglings. So there's no Zerglings to defend. Queen is very slow to react, very slow to respond. Mining is being denied. Getting more drone kills. Oof. Forcing out Spore Crawlers, forcing out Eva Chamber. Oh no, the drone! Another drone goes down. This is getting out of hand. This is already getting out of hand here. Roach production has begun. Elazer, he's all in. Ooh, third CC. ByuN doesn't know. Yeah, ByuN, he has not scouted. He did not go into the main base. He has no idea. He's getting a third base. That would not help. He has to scout what's happening. He's doing a lot of economic damage, which is great and all, but he has not seen the tech. There we go. Now he knows. Yeah, now he sees. Now he knows. He needs bunkers back at home. Roaches are moving out, and back at home, ByuN, he is now going for the bunker. That bunker behind the production. Again, it's a very late bunker and a very late reaction here by ByuN. Again, rushing into this third CC might just be too greedy, and Elazer may be able to pull this off. Now, because of the placement of the bunker, this means that the production, and more importantly, the tech lab and concussive shell is delayed, or is exposed. It is exposed. And the roaches may be able to cancel concussive shell. And came the production. Speaking of, yep, going for the tech lab. Tech lab is under fire. And Concussive Shell should not finish. And again, this is on ByuN. This is on ByuN for not checking the main base, for being overly greedy at the natural. So no Concussive Shell. There's only going to be 2 Marauders. Tank is on the way though. True. Tank is coming. Task Force a lift up. Deeper should be picked up. But with the arrival of the tank, ByuN defense. So not the cleanest defense here by ByuN, but he should be able to hold on here. Kills one of the roaches. And Elazer's droning. Elazer's droning up. He's now taking his 3rd base. Ooh, going for a Ling Flood behind this. Uh-oh. Elazer, he's done droning. Got up to 35. Now rallying Lings across the map. Miles down the first bunker, at least trying to. Tank is repositioning. I appreciate he does spread them out. Doesn't stack on the bunker. Meanwhile, a big shout to Baby Lings. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the raid. Hope you had a great stream. Hope you had a great ladder session earlier. And hope you had a great time with Expedition 33. Hope you had a great time. If you haven't either, welcome to the WardiTV Monday. We have mid-series here with ByuN versus Elazer. And it's been a very chaotic early game. ByuN opened up 2x Reaper. Elazer did open up with a late Gas Geyser into fast Roaches. ByuN was able to do a lot of economic damage, and ByuN survives the Roach counterattack. Meanwhile, Elazer's not droning. Elazer is all in. He's all in. We're flooding Lings across the map, flooding Ravagers across the map as well. Reapers are getting into the main base. The all-in is coming. Back at home, what do we have? We have a full wall. Yeah, full wall off. We have a 3rd bunker on the way. 3rd tank has arrived as well. We have another bunk. Jesus. We have a heavy defensive position here for ByuN. And Elazer is going for it. He breaks down the first bunker. Yeah, the first bunker does go down, but again, there's still 3 more bunkers behind this. Whilst they do connect. But the repairs are too good. Yeah, the repairs are too good. GG gets called. The all-in fails, and ByuN, he will survive. He will defend. He will take the series 2-0. GG. Whew. GG, well played, ByuN. He will claim the series. Again, Elazer. He did have a decent opportunity there just because his Roach Horn was unscattered and his all-in was unscattered for a long time as well. Like, ByuN was woefully underprepared for the Roach push. That's why he lost his tech lab, he lost Concussive Shell, he lost his production, but he survived long enough to get his tank, right? The tank did arrive, and that's partially because of the map as well, right? Mothership has a much longer rush distance by ground. It's a much larger map. It takes longer for the Roaches to get across the map, so even though it was a late reaction by ByuN, he got his tank in time, he defended, and he was able to be secure as well. Fortunately, he also confirmed that there was a follow-up all-in coming, so he had a massive wall. He had 4 bunkers. He had 2 complete and 2 more on the way. He had a full wall off as well, so a very, very potent defensive position there, and Elazer just didn't have enough. Did not have enough. GG, well played. With that, congratulations. ByuN, he will claim the series. He will advance on to the semi-finals, and that is where we are headed next. Un momento. So we are getting ready for the semi-finals. It's catching up in the chat. The crazy baby Lings. Let's go. But we are getting ready here for our next series. We're going to be following ByuN into the semifinals. It's going to be a TVP between ByuN and Clem. Un momento here. Bearing in mind that Clem, he has not played a TVT in over a year. It's been over a year since he has played a Terran versus Terran. He does always switch to Protoss when playing against other Terran players.